Hello children, the next topic is classification in the plant kingdom, video number 5 under the same chapter, biological classification. So plant kingdom, from the recap of the previous portion, we know all eukaryotes which are multicellular and autotrophic, having a cell wall made up of cellulose. So once again, all the organisms that are involved in plant kingdom are eukaryotic, no doubt about it, all are eukaryotic. Most of them are multicellular except for algae, which is unicellular. Then all of them are autotrophic. Again, this also confirmed there's no heterotrophic forms, and all of them are surrounded by a cell wall made up of cellulose. Clear? These are the main features of kingdom Plantae. Now we are going to the classification of kingdom Plantae. First, so kingdom Plantae is divided into 5 divisions. Not phyla, 5 divisions. They are algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. So the 5 divisions of kingdom Plantae are algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. Now algae, what is the distinctive feature of algae is that they have a thalloid-like body. Which is not differentiated into roots, stem and leaves. This is the most distinct feature of algae. They have a thalloid flat body which is not differentiated into a root, not differentiated root, stem and leaves. That's about algae. Now bryophytes. Bryophytes. Here they have erect or prostrate body which is divided into root-like structure, leaf-like structure and stem-like structure. So it's not true root or true leaves and true stem. It is root-like. Very clearly you have emphasized root-like, leaf-like and stem-like structures. Okay, they are either erect or prostrate. Prostrate means like a thalloid body. Clear? That is bryophytes. Now pteridophytes. Pteridophytes, I am indicating it in red color. Here the body is differentiated into roots called rhizoids, into a stem which is a reduced stem like ginger called rhizome, and leaves which are called fronds. So here it is little more differentiated. There is a reduced stem which is under the ground like ginger called rhizome. From that arises the root-like structures called rhizoids, and from the stem arises the leaves which are called fronds. You have seen the ferns you arrange for bouquet. All the fronds arise from the stem. Okay, and these fronds bear spore-bearing structures. Spore-bearing structures, let it be sporangium. And these sporangium can be either in the form of strobili or strobilus, singular, sorus or sori or cones. Okay, so these fronds, very common, you have seen the fronds under surface, there are like pearls, like white pearls or yellowish off-white pearls called the sori or sorus. If the fronds bear this, they are the mature leaves, and these mature leaves are called sporophylls. So once again, talking about the distinct feature of pteridophytes, they are divided into root, stem and leaves. But what type of roots? They are called the rhizoids to anchor the soil. The stem is like ginger called the rhizome, and the fronds. And the fronds bear spore-bearing structures called, they are called either sorus or strobili or cones. All of them are called sporangia. These sporangia bearing fronds are called sporophylls. Now gymnosperms. Gymnosperms I am indicating in black color. they are differentiated. Here it becomes well differentiated into true roots, stem and leaves. Okay, they are differentiated into roots, stem and leaves, and they have the reproductive structures inside cones. And not only that, the seeds are naked. So once again, talking about gymnosperms, they are divided into roots, stem and leaves. Typical root, stem, leaves, and the reproductive structures are born in cones, male cone, female cone, etc. And the seeds are not enclosed, they are naked. And last we have the angiosperms. Angiosperms, most of the plants we see around the angiosperms, they are differentiated into roots, stem, leaves, and the reproductive structures are found in flowers, and the seeds are enclosed in fruits. Clear? So angiosperms, the body is differentiated into roots, stem and leaves. They bear the reproductive structures, are born on flowers, and the seeds are enclosed inside fruit, or they are enclosed in fruits. Clear? This is about angiosperms. So once again a recap. Algae. Features of algae. They have thalloid-like body, not differentiated into root, stem and leaves. Bryophytes. They have erect or prostrate body, differentiated into root-like, leaf-like and stem-like structures. Pteridophytes. They are differentiated into the stem called rhizome, roots called rhizoids, and leaves called fronds. And I told you the fronds bear the reproductive structures which can be cones, strobulus or sorus. Then these fronds are called sporophylls. Gymnosperms, the body is typically divided into roots, stem and leaves. In addition, there's the reproductive structure born inside cones. And remember, very importantly, that distinguishes it from angiosperms is seeds are naked. Now, angiosperm, again typically like the gymnosperm, they differentiate root, stem and leaves. The reproductive structures are born, instead of cones, it's born in flowers. And opposite to this, the seeds are enclosed in fruits, inside the fruit. So, these are the distinct features. I am not saying salient feature, only the features that distinguish each division from the other. So, once again, plant kingdom, all plants or the organisms inside this plant kingdom are eukaryotic. Most of them are multicellular. Then they are autotrophic, that is, they prepare their own food and they have a cell wall made up of cellulose. Now, algae, the body is thalloid or flat like a thallus, which is not differentiated into root, stem and leaves. Most of them are aquatic. Then bryophytes, they are found on the damp wall like green carpet. They have erect or prostrate body, which is divided into root-like, leaf-like and stem-like structures. Then pteridophytes, they are called the amphibians of the plant kingdom because they are found in the places where there is both water and little rocky surface. They are differentiated into the rhizoids, the root-like structures, rhizome like ginger-like structure, and fronds. Fronds are the leaves, and these leaves bears a sporangium. The sporangium can be either cones or strobulus, or it can be sorus. If these fronds bear these fronds are called sporophylls. Gymnosperms and angiosperms, common to these two is they are differentiated into root, typical root, stem and leaves. But the difference between the two is this. The reproductive structure in gymnosperms are born in cones, whereas in angiosperm they are born in flowers. Then the seeds are naked in gymnosperms, whereas the seeds are enclosed in fruits in angiosperms. Now further classification of algae. Of these divisions, they are divided into classes. Now, these were the divisions, the 5 divisions. Now, the classes are coming under algae. Chlorophytae, Chlorophyceae, Phaecophyceae and Rhodophyceae. The classes coming under bryophytes, moss, liverworts. The classes coming under pteridophytes, Coelocida, Lycopsida, Sphenopsida, Pteropsida. And the classes coming under gymnosperms, Coniferopsida and Cycadopsida. And the classes coming under angiosperms, monocots and dicots. Once again repeating the classes coming under algae, Chlorophyceae, Phaecophyceae, Rhodophyceae. Classes of bryophytes, moss, liverworts. Classes coming under pteridophytes, Coelocida, Lycopsida, Sphenopsida and Pteropsida. Under gymnosperms, Coniferopsida and Cycadopsida, and under angiosperms we have the monocots and dicots. I hope this is clear. In the next chapter we will be dealing exclusively of plant kingdom, where we are going to learn the other features also besides the distinct features of each divisions which was mentioned in today's law. Thank you.